A very good morning to all of you and welcome to the session, the Hindu editorial analysis for proficiency in English. As usual, let us start with the snippets. What is the first one? Hyphenation of nations, victims, perpetrators cannot be equated. There is one word that goes with grammar, punctuation, hyphen, hyphenation. But here it means something like placing next to each other, a different meaning altogether. And coming to the word victims, an easy word, but there's one important word. What is that word? Perpetrators. Perpetrators means the criminals, those who have committed crime. We use the word perpetrator. An important word you have to remember goes with crime. Cannot be equated, means cannot be placed at the same level. That's what it means. Coming to the second snippet, here we have Donald Trump fake ad row. Row, I think we have got many a time, but we haven't got in the recent past. All our students know row has three different meanings. In this context, it means a dispute. First one, a row, front row, back row, group of people. And row the boat, move the boat with the help of oars. Here, dispute. What is this dispute? Fake ad. Real, not real, what is the word we use? A fake. And when it comes to fake currency, as a prospective bankers and government officials, you have to know counterfeit currency. What is the meaning of counterfeit currency? Am I audible? Are you guys there? No one has responded. Usually, fake currency, what is the word? I see the response. Today, no one has responded. That's a bit strange, weird. Counterfeit currency, that you have to recollect. And what is this about? All Canada talks are terminated. Terminate, an important word. And now I see who is this? Shyamala has responded. Okay. Terminate someone's services, remove from job, show the door, sack. All these words you have to recollect. Says Trump. Another important word. Here, reporting verb is says. It is in present tense. Then you have to recollect one important rule that goes with indirect speech. What is that? If the reporting verb is in present, present perfect, or future, the tenses don't change to a corresponding past tense. That you have to recollect. Coming to the next one, you can see Japan's Prime Minister, strategic ties. Another important word, strategic. You all know the word strategy. Strategy means what? Plan. Give the pink slip. Very good, Rajiv Reddy. And here, strategic ties related to defense. Strategic studies related to defense. You have to know the other meaning. India is a crucial partner, says Japan. Rather, Japan's Prime Minister. Crucial, important, vital. All these words you have to recollect. And now I see your responses for fake currency, counterfeit. We have another snippet over here, Madhya Pradesh's woes. There's an important word. What is that? Woes means what? Problems. Serious problems, we use the word woes. And they go with the state of Madhya Pradesh. What ails? Another important word. India's largest soybean producing state. Soya bean, usually we say. Ails means here troubles. What troubles? A particular sector. That's what it means. Farmers worry about MSP, input cost imports. Goes with farmers who cultivate this one. And based on that, the word owes. Here you can see Virat Kohli, final ODI today. Kohli in focus as India aims to finish well. Already India has lost 2 matches out of 3. This is the third one, best of 3. First 2 won by Australia, and the third one India wants to win and wants to finish well. That's what it says. Coming to the main headline, what does it say? First we'll see this side. NDA to contest Bihar poll under Nitish's leadership, says Modi. It goes with Bihar elections. But here we have something very important. I'm sure many of you know something happened yesterday. Do you guys know this or haven't heard of this? 19 passengers burned to death as sleeper bus catches fire in AP. Catches fire. Some students may wonder, already it has already happened. They should use past tense. How come it is in present tense? And journalistic style, what is it? To express past and future events, they use present tense. So you should not get confused. Already over, how come it isn't present? That goes with journalists only for headlines. Catches fire in AP. And you can see the pic. A motorcycle rider was also killed. The bus traveling from Hyderabad to Bengaluru with 44 passengers is believed to have hit and dragged the motorcycle, triggering sparks that ignited its fuel tank. DNA test ordered to identify charred bodies. When something gets burnt, then we use the word charred. Someone gets burnt alive, we use charred body. You can see the bus. Coming to this side, SC to hear plea over lawyer's attack on CJI, Chief Justice of India was attacked, and regarding that, Supreme Court is going to hear plea. Plea is a legal term. It's a noun. Plead is a verb. Plea, in a way, it means a request, urge. RBI may limit banks' market exposure. Simple words. Defense Minister Rajnath reviews security situation. All simple words. PM Modi to lead parade on Patel's birth anniversary. Parade. Then you have to recollect words like not directly related, but in a way. Drill, parade, procession, protest, slogans, placards. All the words you have to recollect. Here we have National Conference bags 3 Rajya Sabha seats in Jammu and Kashmir. BJP pulls off a surprise victory. Pull off. To manage something well. He could pull off something, means he could manage doing that well. An important phrasal verb you have to know. A surprise victory. Coming to the one this side, woman doctor found dead in Maharashtra. Policeman accused of rape suspended. This is very unfortunate. Who is the suspect here? Found dead. There's one important word. Why is it important? You all know find, found, found. But we have another found, founded, founded. Here it is find, found, found. But found, founded means what? To start something, establish something. It goes with a society, an NGO, a company, a firm, an organization. She founded the Society for Tribal People in 2015. A typical example I give. And accused, you have to recollect words like accuse, allegation, allege, accusation, and also exonerate. Exonerate means what? Absolve, free of blame. Then we use the word exonerate or absolve. Important words you have to recollect. Policeman accused of rape suspended. That's all from the front page of today's Hindu. And let us go to today's editorial. There are two short editorials. One deals with the accident that happened yesterday. It's about that. Sleeping death traps. Why the word sleeping? Death traps. Accident involved a sleeper bus. Based on that, sleeping death traps. When you see the word sleep, you have to recollect a few words like first, nap. What is the meaning of nap? A short sleep. We use the word nap. Short sleep taken regularly, intentionally, deliberately at a particular time. And you should also recollect the word doze off. Doze off means what? See, I'm giving related words. One is nap, the other one doze off. Subtle difference. And nap is something intentional, deliberate at a particular time every day. Doze off also means a short sleep, but it goes with a different context. Imagine you're, very good, Naidu. Imagine you're waiting for someone, waiting for bus or train or a flight. While waiting, you sleep, short sleep. Then you have to say, I dozed off while waiting for the flight. That's a different meaning altogether. And very good, 40 wings. And sometimes what happens, some people, because they get tired a lot, after getting tired or getting exhausted, they sleep. They go into deep sleep. After waking up, they say, I slept like a log. Have you heard of this any time? Sleep like a log. Sleep like a log means to have sound sleep. That is, you have to know that. Important idiom. All related words based on the two words sleeping, death traps. Coming to the main idea, modifications at body shops make sleeper buses vulnerable. Body shop, it has many connotations, but here body shop in the sense body of the bus, body of the vehicle, make sleeper buses vulnerable, and the modifications, the changes, vulnerable in a situation, weak situation where someone can harm you, someone can exploit you. Vulnerable situation. Now, any editorial that deals with a particular accident, you have to guess the broad framework. They may use the basic questions. The writer may take fishbone approach. What happened? When it happened? Where it happened? How it happened? Why it happened? And who is responsible for this? This editorial also touches the same questions. It starts with the time, when it happened. When did it happen? The accident in Kurnool district, Andhra Pradesh, in the early hours of October 24th, involving a luxury bus from Hyderabad to Bengaluru with 46 passengers, was one that mirrored previous such tragedies. There's one important expression here. Was one that mirrored means reflected previous such tragedies. Means in the past also something like that happened. It is a reflection of that, mirroring the same tragic incidents or tragedies. It was apparently, there's an important word. Tell me what is the meaning of apparent. I've given many a time. Apparent means obvious, something that goes with we ours, that is important. Good Naidu, I appreciate that. Early morning we say we ours, WEEHOURS, early morning. And that time usually drivers, they are not steady in the sense they are like half asleep, and not that is the time usually accidents happen. Very dangerous time slot, we can say. It was apparently triggered by, how did it happen? Here, when. Here, how. It was apparently triggered by a fuel leak after the bus collided with a bike. You all know the word collision. Collide. Hit something head on. Collision or collide. Collided with a bike that had been knocked down, had been knocked, past perfect, knocked to the ground earlier in a hit and run incident. This expression is a bit strange. Hit and run case, usually we say. It talks about how did it happen, a fuel leak after bus collided with a bike that had been knocked to the ground earlier in a hit and run incident. The accident claimed. Now, what is the impact of the accident? Writer has to tell us. The accident claimed 20 lives, including the bike rider. The survivors barely managed, an important word. What are the words you have to recollect as a smart learner? Hardly, scarcely, barely. All these words take the word when, and no sooner takes the word than. This combination you have to recollect. And we begin any sentence with hardly, scarcely, barely, no sooner. we have to use a clause in the interrogative form. You have to recollect that also. The accident claimed 20 lives, including the bike rider. The survivors barely managed to escape through broken windows. They could not escape. Some 10 days earlier, 20 people were burnt alive. Even in this case, people were burnt alive. Similar incident happened 20 days, 10 days earlier. Some 10 days earlier, 20 people were burnt alive when an air-conditioned bus from Jaisalmer to Jodhpur with 57 passengers caught fire. All these are stray incidents, but they do happen, scattered on and off across the country. There have been several eerily similar fires, such as in 2023 on a Nagpur Mumbai bus. There's one important word here, eerily. Usually it goes with ghosts, spirits. Eerie atmosphere means scary. What is the meaning of that? Scary. Eerily similar fires, such as in 2023 on a Nagpur Mumbai bus. That is the first part. Now coming to the second part of the editorial, typically, what is the meaning of typical? Typical Indian, typical American, typical Russian means average. Typical, one of the meanings, average, representing the community. Typically, most of these buses carry the names of well-known brands, but the fact is that only the engine and the chassis, usually people mispronounce, they say chassis. Chassis is not correct. Second S is silent, chassis. How do you pronounce that? Spooky also you have to recollect. Very good. Who is this? DG. I appreciate that. Chassis, not chassis. Do remember. What is this chassis? It is a frame of a vehicle. Frame of a vehicle, including the wheels and the engine. The frame of the vehicle, including the wheels and the engine. That is known as chassis. On that, they construct the body. They try to mount the body of the bus or the vehicle. And the chassis are purchased from these OEMs. The chassis is then made into a full bus in bodybuilding shops. This is where the problem comes. Nothing wrong with the chassis as such. It is the frame of the vehicle with wheels and engine. But after that, what happens? It goes to the body shop. Their alterations are made and the body is constructed, mounted on. There the problem starts. While there is a case that increasingly advanced electronics, electrical and air conditioning systems used carry the risk of electric fires, rigorous safety standards are typically followed while designing and installing these systems. There's one important word. Rigorous safety standards. What is the meaning of rigorous? Means very strict. Rigorous means what? Very strict. Rigorous safety standards are typically followed while designing and installing these systems. They do follow, but contrasting information. But what is not rigorous is body installation. It seems the problem is here. What is the problem? What is not rigorous is body installation and modifications made at the body shops. The Automotive Industry Standards AIS developed by the Road Transport Ministry do lay down an important verb. Lay down means what? Put down. It goes with rules and regulations. Lay down the structural and fire safety requirements for bodies as well, but these are seldom followed. There's another important word. Seldom means what? Rarely. And why is that word important from the exam point of view? Seldom, there are three expressions. Seldom or never, seldom or ever, seldom if ever. Of these three, only one is wrong, two are correct. We can say seldom or never, seldom if ever. But don't use a combination seldom or ever. That has been given many a time. Seldom or ever is wrong. seldom, or never. And one more thing you have to recollect, if we begin a sentence with the word seldom, which is a negative word, the clause should be in the interrogative form. Seldom does he visit his parents. In the exam, they give seldom he visits his parents. Wrong. Seldom does he visit his parents. They don't follow, it means the same thing. Often the body is made of poor quality composite material that is highly inflammable. What is the meaning of the word inflammable? Something that catches fire within no time. You can use the word flammable, inflammable, but we prefer the word inflammable. There is hardly any crash testing, no testing as such. Hardly means a negative connotation, a negative word. It has negative connotation. At the body shop, unsafe modifications are sometimes made, such as installing an extra fuel tank. That is not safe. The sleeper arrangements on board restrict passenger movement. These sleeper buses, if you have to move, very congested, not at all spacious. Soft, highly inflammable materials are used for curtains and other barricades. Barricade, something that stops. Recent regulations specify that there must be 4 exits on such buses, 2 main doors and 2 collapsible windows with no seat or sleeper obstructing them. But usually, common sense, everyone knows if you take this sleeper buses, only one, I think 2, I doubt, but there should be 4, it seems, with no seat or sleeper obstructing them, blocking them. But these do not apply to the existing fleet. They are not applicable to the existing fleet. Fleet usually goes with ships. Many ships, we use the word fleet of ships, but fleet also goes with, imagine a particular operator, he has 10 buses. Then he can say, I have a fleet of 10 buses, fleet of 100 buses, fleet of 50 taxis, a different meaning altogether. The drivers are often not trained to handle emergencies. No training is imparted to the drivers. It would enhance. What is the meaning of enhance? To increase or to improve. Enhance your skills, improve your skills. It would enhance safety to mandate that the emergency exit arrangements are explained to passengers as they are on a flight. Usually, if you catch a flight, if you fly, before the flight takes off, they explain what to do in an emergency. The writer says similar thing has to be done when it comes to sleeper buses. Crash testing of the entire bus assembly must be mandated. Mandate means compulsory, mandated to enhance safety during collisions. Though current standards mandate fire detection and safety systems that would detect and give audible and visual warnings in a fire, followed by the activation of firefighting devices, these are seldom followed at the body shops. Rarely followed at the body shops. There are things to control, but people don't follow. Compliance is a problem. What is the meaning of comply? Comply with, and compliance noun form. To follow, to stick to adhere to. And devices, important word. Why is it? VICE is a noun. Devices, gadgets, appliances. But DEVICE, devise means to come up with an idea, a plan. That's a different meaning. These are seldom followed, means not, they don't follow at all, rarely at the body shops. What is needed is a more comprehensive AIS. I've given this word many a time. What is the meaning of comprehensive? Holistic, exhaustive, touching every dimension, multifaceted, multidimensional. Comprehensive AIS that take into account means to consider. Important expression you have to remember. Takes into account the risks in sleeper buses, followed by strict implementation and regular monitoring. 2 things are required. One is a strict implementation. They have to implement in a strict manner. And also on and off, they have to monitor. regular monitoring, on and off, they have to monitor. Then we can prevent these unfortunate incidents. That's all about this editorial. An important one in the sense you have to develop the contextual awareness and not too many words to learn. But some patterns are important and contextual awareness always matters, and also the lexical terms. Have a nice day, have a nice weekend. From Monday, you will have the regular pattern like editorial vocabulary, questions based on comprehension skill, and also mini mocks. From Monday, you're going to have that. Thank you very much.